The Answer, KCBQ.
Welcome back. You are listening to Whissel Wednesdays here on AM 1170. The Answer. My name is Kyle Whissel, your host with Whissel Realty. Joined as always by the Chargers homer himself, Mr. Jason Hall.
San Diego.
And before the break, we were talking with Arash Rokni, one of the newest members of the Whissel Realty team. If you've relocated to San Diego, you're thinking about relocating, I'd love to get you connected with Arash. He can help you buy the home of your dreams here in San Diego. Give us a call or shoot us a text. I'll get you connected. 619-663-SELL. 619-663-7355. So, Jason, I want to share with our listeners, we've been working with a young couple, and she runs a hair salon. He runs a detail business. They started their businesses up a couple years ago.
Okay.
And as we all know, when you start a business, there's a lot of capital expenditures that happen when you first get that business started.
So there goes your down payment.
So they started the business in 2015, and naturally, the first year of a business, you don't typically show much profit, if any. I mean, if you actually make money your first year in a new business, you're kind of considered
like
the
top
exception,
1%,
not the norm, right? That's usually a loss. They did show a tiny bit of income in 2015, but the businesses have really started flourishing. They had a good year in 2016. And now they're coming up into 2017, and they're having another really good year. And they had applied, and we don't want to bash any specific banks, but it's a credit union, local credit union. They have a program, and they went and applied with that credit union. And unfortunately, the credit union came back and said, we can't help. We need you to have 2 years worth of tax returns
and showing good, positive
income. Right. Well, the problem for these guys is that the 2 years of tax returns would be 2016, which was a good year, but 2015 was their startup year and wasn't the greatest year. As a result, they got denied for that mortgage.
Right.
So if somebody's listening to the show and they've started a business recently and they want to buy a home and they're running into a similar roadblock, what are the options for them?
That's a great question. So, there's actually quite a few options out there. They're just not at the big banks or to some of the credit unions. You actually have to go find a true mortgage purchase professional that has what we refer to as alternative product. In addition, Kyle, what I do every October through December is I have a lot of my clients that are like, hey, Jason, here's my P&L, and my accountant wants to pay this, but we want to buy a house or we want to refi a house. And I like to actually look and review their tax returns because so many people file the returns not realizing how an underwriter is going to look at that return. So that's one of the things that I would definitely give a tip to our listeners is work with some professional who understands tax returns and mortgages so you don't get in trouble. But we do have some one-year tax return programs for good, strong credit with good down payment. You can get one-year taxes done. So if you had a strong 2016, like you referred to this particular couple, they might actually qualify for that one-year tax return program. And then in addition, we actually have some bank statement programs, some things that you used to get qualified on many, many years ago. And, we were like, wow, I can't believe this works. But there is investors out there who are willing, hey, if you can show us enough deposits, we have to just be able to prove to the government, if we get questioned, why we gave you this loan, and we have to be able to use either your W-2 or your tax returns or asset depletion or bank statements. And they run a formula. There's a couple different investors do it a couple different ways, and we've got multiple different ones that do it. So we tailor it for you. We want to look and see, does it here? And if it's not, why is it not? And maybe you need to change your banking activity, right? I mean, sometimes it's simple of just make deposits, right? So many people, including myself, I just carry a lot of cash. Right? I don't make a lot of deposits,
In case you're near the poker room.
Yeah, in case I'm near a poker room or I get some sucker, with a Charger shirt that thinks he's faster than me or something, right? I call him out. So you never know, right? So I just tell a lot of business owners, make deposits every day because they don't count the withdrawals. They literally just look at your deposits and they take a percentage of that. So it doesn't hurt to deposit every day. So that's some tips there. So work with a local professional to do that. We'd be happy to do that. You can reach out to Kyle and I. This goes directly to Kyle. His text line, 619-663-7355. But that's a quick, easy answer. So one-year tax returns, bank statements, either one of those will help those people buy today versus waiting until, March, April,
until they
May.
file that 2017 return. And like we've talked about a lot on the show, values are going up so fast right now. I mean, we're seeing about 1% per month
and almost
appreciation
every part
in
of the
prices
county.
right now.
Right.
And these guys are looking around a $500,000 price range. So they could wait it out for another, I mean, it's going to be 6 months. Let's just call it 6 months to make it easy. They wait 6 months till they file their returns next year. And
6% on 500 grand, 30
goes
grand.
up 6% over those 6 months. And that value of that home's $30,000 more because they had to wait to fit in the little box of this,
Big bank.
credit union.
Right.
Whereas the benefit of going to a mortgage broker like you is you have those types of products available, but you've got a assortment of other products available so that people don't just have to fit into this small little box. You're able to think outside the box and offer more options for them.
And you can always refi down the line, right? So let's say rates today are, say, 4%, and maybe this rate's a 5%. Well, hey, I'd rather pay 5% today that's tax deductible because I can refi in 6 months or a year at 4%, right? Assuming rates stay the same. I actually think rates actually still might go down, but it may all depend on what Trump does in the Congress on all these things.
Right.
With taxes. So,
yeah. So if you're out there, you're a small business owner, you've tried to buy a home and gotten shot down. Maybe you went to your local credit union or your local big bank and they shot you down because you didn't fit in their box. I'd love to get you connected with Jason Hall over at Team Home Loans. He can explore some of the outside the box options for you. And again, I mean, there's stated income loans right now.
Your very first house was out of the box.
Yeah,
None of the big banks.
When
none
I
of the
bought
credit
my
unions.
first house, they just put a mirror under my nose, told me to fog it, and they said, "Here's $600,000."
Well,
that's
that's
how it
because
used
you
to
had the
work,
right lender, right? You had the right lender. The big banks still couldn't have done that.
Yeah, I know.
Even back then.
And I'm just kidding. It wasn't a mirror. They actually took my pulse too. It was more than that. I didn't just have to fog the mirror. But yeah, there's a lot of products that are out there. And if you're just walking into your local bank where you do your banking, they've got some cool products. And if you fit within their box, they could be a really good option for you. But that's just not going to work for everybody, especially if you're a small business owner. That's where you need somebody like Jason Hall with Team Home Loans on your team that can think outside the box and really give you advice on what's going to be best for you and for your family. If you want to get connected with Jason to learn about those options, if you're looking about buying or selling a home here in San Diego, I'd love to connect you with Arash. Or if you want to get that hookup on the Agent Legend system, I've got a coupon code that will save you. I believe it's like $100 that'll save you if you guys want to set up with Agent Legend. And Jason is not a tech savvy guy and has implemented it in his own business.
Yeah.
So if he can do it, anybody could do it. Give us a call or shoot us a text, 619-663-SELL, 619-663-7355. Thank you so much for listening to Whissel Wednesdays. We'll talk to you next Wednesday.